Yo, what up, YouTube? Hey, this is I'm not here to bash any um any of the Muslims, but with me myself being a Muslim as well, um, Muslims in America, in the West, y'all are lost. Y'all are lost people. You have definitely forgotten your way, and you've become what the Christians will call lukewarm. Very watered down. The women, Muslim women, how many of y'all got a boyfriend? How many of y'all are having sex out of wedlock? I really want to know. Yeah, I want to know the percentage because I know it's high. Yeah, yeah. Um, a lot of you have slipped into this American Western way of life, and this life is falling. This whole country is falling apart. Go study the numbers. Go look at the economy. Look at what's going on spiritually, uh, economically, collectively, with people as a whole falling apart. All of it. And you have you've completely sold your soul to this craziness, this madness. And it's sad. How my phone look? I put it up here. Yeah. Yeah, it's sad. Yeah. Yeah. You've forgotten. You've forgotten that you're gonna be judged, that a time is coming. You've lost your way. I'm out of words. I don't think the American people, obviously, they don't really know, you know. They see you with the head covering and the women wearing the hijab, and look at those people who believe in Jupiter. They don't really know what's going on. They're still trying to debate whether if Allah is God or if we believe in some planet or something like that. And some are learning. Some are knowing that Islam just means submission to the God of Abraham. It's funny because some of the ones who are learning this are seeing some of these Muslims out here and what they're doing, and they're like, I don't think you're supposed to be doing that. Checking them on things that they're learning about Islam, and they're actually checking or correcting Muslims out here. Actually, that's better. And it's embarrassing. Like that. All right, I think we got it. See, people, that's why you gotta have your stuff together before you get on the tube. This is ridiculous stuff. You know, that you have a lot of the women. I ain't gonna never get married. Okay, so then what are you out here doing then? Hooked on pornography? It's not just the men. Remember, ladies, you're the gatekeepers of sex. So if you're not willing to get married, I mean, what are you doing? Well, you're a human being as well. So what are you doing? Huh? 5, 10 years go by and you telling me you're not out there or looking at things that you shouldn't, hooked on it just as much as the men? Yes, in very high numbers. You can't fool me. In very high numbers. A lot of you Muslim women wearing your hijab and everything are hooked on pornography. And you have a boyfriend too. Yep. Yeah, I can see it. Yep. Especially the ones who try to deny it. They're the most guilty. They easily tell on themselves, and then they hit in the wind. They sure I'm out because they don't want to hear this talk. You're lost. You know, this is a reminder. It's a reminder for all of us, even for the Christian. See, this is out of the Quran. Check this out. It says, recite to them the tale of the man to whom we gave out signs, but who then cast them to one side, and Satan overtook him, and he became one of those who went astray. That's a reminder for all of us. Pay attention. Pay attention to God's signs when he's talking to you individually and as a collective. You ignore him, those signs, that goes for me as well. That's how deep it is. It's deep. You think what's coming to the West is deep, which is this economy and everything? That's deep. But to face God, let me tell you something. If you're doing good, that's a good thing. But if you're doing bad, that's a problem. I'm gonna be the first. I'm gonna say it. A lot of religious people have said it. I'm just years later living in this future where we have these phones. If you're doing bad and you face God, that's a problem. That you got a problem on your hands. And I mean that. That's a problem. You got a problem. Nobody wants to go against God. We all have our opinions and talk crap, whether he exists or not or whatever. But when we actually face him, nobody is going to stand for you. Nobody. No one's going to stand for me. Nobody's going to stand for me. I am on my own when it comes to God. I am truly on my own. And don't let this world deceive you. You should be living like that now. Pay attention to the signs. Y'all have letting the West and America and this way of life get to you. You've become a lukewarm Muslim, like the majority of lukewarm Christians in America, and the lukewarm Jews in America. Zionist Muslims. You're lost. And you won't hear this message. You gotta die. You gotta be put in the grave to be like, oh, send me back, Lord, I'll do good again. It's gonna be come on, that's he's not gonna send you back. It's way too late. Your body has been dismangled and all it wouldn't work. However way you died. You drowned, lungs burst, you asking God, put me back. Please take me back. Put me in that body with no lungs. That's not going to work. And he's already promised, nope, too late. This was the test. You failed. You sinned. You missed the mark, which is what sin means. Missing the goal, missing the mark. You missed it. Yeah. It's horrible. And God told the Arabs, woe unto the Arabs, and warning all the Muslims. But it's the Arabs who carried the torch, because our prophet was an Arab. And I say our prophet not because I'm Arab, but because I am a Muslim, which means submission to the one God, the God of Abraham, and all the rest of the prophets. Yeah, I don't. Maybe on the next video I have something else, because I'm sure there's others who feel the same way. It's like, man, y'all are lost. Y'all don't see what's coming. Talking about you don't want to get married. Then what are you doing? When it comes to your human hormones, what are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? Don't answer me. That's a question for yourself to answer. Us as human beings, we always can come with some disingenuous little answer, some little slick thing. That's why, no, don't tell me. You know, and what you're doing, first thing you got to admit, it's wrong. You're not supposed to be out here moving like these Western women. They're going down the drain. But hey, the West, man, America has really gotten, it's really gotten to y'all. So hey, for the ones who'll listen, if you got a little money, you need to be trying to leave from here. Put the Reba down. Geez, y'all are hooked on that. Y'all are hooked on lending money on interest. Y'all are hooked on Reba like crazy. You don't even know how dangerous it is. You don't even know that it is because of Reba why the United States is 36. They say 36. So like 38 trillion. But who cares after trillions? Who cares? We're at $37 trillion. Enough $100 bills stacked from the earth, stacked together from the earth all the way wrapped around the moon 2 times on the way back to earth. That's a lot. That's a lot of debt. It is what's caused people to think the way how they do, the way how technology is ran, everything. Fiat currency is it's in everything. It's the whole system. The whole entire system is just wrong. All from an idea of usury. The whole system is trash. And it's in everything. It's in everything. It's in how you think. But you have to go down the rabbit hole. A lot of y'all don't understand even what I'm talking about. Do you know what fiat money is? I was talking about that on the last video. What is fiat currency? What is this between currency and money? Why did Jesus go into the temple and kick over the money exchangers table? Why is it for Muslims that dealing in riba, lending money on interest, or another form of it is printing money, and it's not backed up by any printing currency, and it's not backed up by actual real money? And by having a system built on this, it destroys. And the more you understand that system, the more you understand how people are lost. I mean, really deep lost. Like, you really understand it's not a simple, like, this is nothing simple. This is nothing simple to just, it might be a little simple to understand, but it's not simple to just, you literally have to destroy the whole system. You have to destroy everything. You have to turn everything off and let it crash and rebuild it again. Because it's too big to fail. And the Muslims don't know this. They don't know. So their behavior here is just swimming all in. It's just swimming all in along with everybody else. It's ridiculous. Y'all need to, man, God has been so, oh my gosh. For me to understand the whole money system thing. It started back in, I think, 2012 for me. Just reading the Quran, reading my book, and asking God the right questions. Just asking him, why am I working this much and not making this? Why is it this? And he started revealing to me. Starting with debasing the currency. Isn't that something? Starting with that. Letting me know that that's why this whole thing of bringing in the Antichrist, everything, all of that. It starts with the system first of debasing the currency. You got to fool the people through the money system. Once you fool them through the money system, you got them on everything through technology and everything. You want to bring in a certain leader? Well, just introduce more of this fiat fake currency by creating a major problem called poverty. Because that's what it creates. At the end of the day, that's what it creates. Slavery on a major scale. Not just slavery physically, but mentally. With entertainment and these phones and these cars and the microwave and the nice pair of shoes and the concrete jungle and the electricity and what? Are you saying that all these things are evil? No. But how they've came about is. And that evil has only grown via the US dollar. Ain't that something? Following the devil, their God. And God we trust. Whose God? Who? What does the word fiat mean? What is the root word? Also, I believe the Latin word of fiat. Let it be so, let it be done. Be and it is. These are all God's terms for when he wants something to come about. Or something that is written in, that's sealed. It has been done and he's, boom, that's it. It's over. That's it. It's done. Let it be. Let it be so. It's called fiat currency. Not only because of the name, but because how it comes about. And then they just say, hey, this is what it is because we say it. We're God. They're hoarding all the silver and gold is what they did for themselves. They know it's valuable. Who is they? These elites, the Black Rocks, these people who own these corporates. They got more gold and silver. They exchange it between each other based on what's going on with the market. A huge monopoly that they created. That's why it's important to read the Quran. That's why it's important to stay close to God as much as you can, because if not, you're going to be caught up in the system and you're going to go down with it. And when it goes down, it's not going to be anything beautiful at all. You know, he's really educated me to give me the basics of the monetary system in the United States, which is very evil, which has created slavery all over the world. Gold and silver is important because it is rare. You got to dig it. You got to really work. And that's expensive for that person to do that, to put in that work. So he gets paid real good to dig out this metal that everybody in the world agrees to, that is valuable. Very valuable. It doesn't tarnish. It stays the same all the time. The value of gold and silver is found within it. Where's the value of the dollar? Backed on by a bunch of empty promises. And the Muslims, you follow right into that. You're not educated. You don't know. You don't read your book. So we'll talk about this some more.